have our three. This one is Titan right here.
Hello. We experience these people as fat before. You got it.
Yeah, I got the picture with all three of them on the chalet.
Oh my god.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well now we're going to start the best part of Dining with Shamu, and that's where we do a session with one of our killer whales. If you guys want to come on up to this brown netting, feel free. Kind of the best way to do it is have the younger ones stand in front and have the taller kids stand in back. Before we get started, I'm going to give everyone on this side a little bit of a warning. You'll see this little shallow part that we have right here. When a whale slides out, they tend to displace a little bit of water. So all you guys, just please be careful with your electronics. This is Casey working with my friend Tuar. Tuar is one of our male killer whales. He's about 13 years old right now. Weighs in about 5,400 pounds. Right now you'll see Casey give Tuar a nice big rub down on his back. As he's sitting out here in our slide out, you guys will notice the three different colorizations on killer whales. They have white, black, and what most people don't know is that gray saddle patch behind that dorsal fin. That saddle patch is kind of like a fingerprint, and different to each individual killer whale. It's a way for us to tell them apart. It's also a way to tell them apart in their natural environment. Right now, Casey's giving Tuar a treat that all of our killer whales really seem to enjoy is whipped cream. It's kind of a cool texture in their mouth that they get to feel on their tongue. Right now, Casey's one of our newer trainers here working with Tuar, so she's spending a lot of her time building a really strong relationship with Tuar. One of the most important things is really getting to know these killer whales, and that way they get to know you also. There's a lot to be said, but just spending nice and quiet time with a whale and really getting to know each other. All of our training here at SeaWorld is based on positive reinforcement. And what that means is when we ask an animal to do a behavior and they do it correct, you'll hear that whistle. And what that whistle means is, you did that correctly. Come on back to me and you're going to get something you like. It might be fish, it might be a back rub. Right now she's doing a little bit of a bucket play with some water. And if for some reason the animal were to do an incorrect behavior, we give them a neutral response, which means we just stand there for 3 seconds and don't do anything. And it kind of tells them, that wasn't quite right, let's try it again. You'll see Casey giving that dorsal fin a nice rub down. Another very important behavior we train all of our animals to do here is called a husbandry behavior. And a husbandry behavior is any behavior that helps us take care of the animals. One of the most important things we do with that is we train all of our whales to roll over and present their tail flukes to us. And on that tail fluke there's a complex vein system very similar to your arms. That allows our veterinary care staff to step over the wall and take a voluntary blood sample. They can then take that blood sample to our animal care area in our lab, and they can run tests on it just like they would with you and me. Right now, Jenny is up here on our sky bridge doing a playtime with Tuar. She's tossing some ice into his mouth and playing with some pom-poms. It's something fun and interesting for him to look at up there. We always try and change up their environment each and every day. So sometimes we may do a playtime out here, sometimes we may do a playtime at the glass. We always try and think of fun, creative ways to really enrich these whales' lives and to have fun with them. You'll see Casey tossing some ice into the water. That's kind of a cue for Tuar to tell him exactly where to go. With their sonar and echolocation, they can actually hear that ice where it is in the water. Sometimes you'll see trainers slap the water. Oh, we actually use our target poles, which is a long pole with a buoy on the end of it. That tells the whale exactly where to go. So this is Casey just spending some fun quality time with Tuar, getting to know him. That way he gets to know exactly who she is each and every time she interacts with him. Now everyone, please be careful up here. Tuar is going to be doing what we call a stage slide, which means he's going to come around this pool, slide out on the slide out right here, and slide all the way across. So just be careful with your electronics right up here. There he goes, not too bad splashing. That's what we call a stage slide. Casey pointed him right back into the water to tell him exactly where he should go. So since he did that behavior correctly, you'll hear Casey blow that whistle. Now she's going to reinforce him with a big old handful of fish. There's a great big picture opportunity. Tuar has one last thing, that's a big old killer whale saying goodbye to you guys. Get your cameras ready. Tuar's going to show you guys a great big killer whale wave goodbye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our animal portion here with Dining with Shamu. We guys hope you guys learned a lot, got to see these amazing animals up close. I'll be around a little bit longer answering any of your guys' questions you guys might have. If you guys haven't had a chance, we do have a 2:30 One Ocean show, which is great. It's right outside of this Dine area. It is a nice warm summer day here in San Antonio. So if you guys want to get to that splash zone, you guys are in luck because you guys are right next door to our stadium. You guys can get those great up front seats and have the killer whales